Okay, what's up YouTube? It's your girl Alexa, and today's video I have some major explaining to do, and I am here to explain it. Let's get some things out there. Let me point some things out. First off, I am so sorry for not being active on YouTube, not posting anything, whatnot, whatever. Sorry for not posting any videos, and I have a very good reason, and I'm being serious about that. I have a really good reason on why I have not been active or anything, and that is because I was on family vacation. I was on family vacation for about 3 weeks. If you guys don't know, I go to Philippines about every year to visit family. So I went to Philippines for vacation, and I spent about 2 weeks and a half there. I left on August 5th. Or no, wait, no. August 8th. I left on August 8th, and I just got back home 2 days ago. Second thing, I do have a video made with Kristen and Alex. We did a part 2 on tie-dyeing shirts. That video is completely edited. I finished editing and stuff. I just have to export the clip from Final Cut Pro and make a thumbnail and upload it. I will upload that video after this video, so yeah. This video is about a story time on my worst traveling experience ever. Explaining the reasons why I'm gone. Let's get started. Okay, so first off, yes, I went to Philippines for summer vacation. I went for about 2 weeks and a half just to spend time with family. And it was time to go home. We left the Philippines around August 8th, around 1 in the morning, because I have orientation for a high school, because I am starting high school this Wednesday. But sadly, I missed the orientation, but it's okay. So we got to the airport in Manila, Philippines, and our flight was at about 5:30 to 6 in the morning to Hong Kong. I think that's in China. I'm not so sure. From Manila to Hong Kong, it takes about an hour or 2 hours from plane. Me and my parents got to the airport around 3 in the morning or 3:30 in the morning. We got to the airport and everything. Flight was around 5 o'clock, that's what I remember. And our flight got delayed till 1 p.m. Yep, our flight got delayed due to a very unexpected reason that I've never heard of in my whole entire time of traveling, and this thing called crew rest. To elaborate, crew rest is where the flight attendants, who are very tired, rest, and they delayed our whole entire flight. My dad was very angry about it because kind of stupid, because the flight attendants, they move around a lot, but in order to get a crew rest, they should at least do it during the nighttime instead of the daytime or the morning, instead of the daytime, where they know that there are people traveling, mostly daytime. So then after that, I did not eat breakfast that time, so we had to go eat. My aunt came in because she went to Philippines as well the same time we did, and she left the Philippines the same time we did. We actually just like traveled together. So then after waiting a couple hours, our flight came and we made the flight. Then we got to Hong Kong, and our first flight got delayed, which means we missed the only flight from Hong Kong back to Chicago. Because when we landed from Manila to Hong Kong, the Chicago plane, like the Chicago flight, was already on the runway, so we missed it. We missed that one flight, that that was able to take us home. But no, we missed it. So we stayed at the hotel and we ate McDonald's. We changed our clothes. Actually, no, we slept in our clothes because we did not want to unpack everything just to get some comfy ass pajamas to sleep in. So we just stayed in our clothes. To tell you, sleeping in jeans is very uncomfortable because it's just uncomfortable. So we ate, we slept for about 15 hours. We woke up, we slept around, I don't know, 5 or 6 p.m. and woke up at 8 in the morning. So then when we woke up at 8, we went to try again to see if we would get on this, on the next flight. We like redid our whole entire routine again of going to flights. So to drop off our luggage, we did lots of stuff. I forgot because it's so much stuff. Long story short, we were able to get to our flight from Hong Kong to Chicago. I don't know if you guys know, but in a lot of planes there are different kind of seats. There are the good seats and there are the bleh seats. The bleh seats are the coach class or economy, which is just regular seats that's just sitting up like this. There's a TV monitor in front of you, and then it's like 3 seats. If you want to lay back, you just press a button and you go back so far. The good seats are first class and business class, and that's where you can actually completely lay down, get really good food, and you can choose what you want to watch. My parents and I, and my aunt including, we got business class, the good seats. We were very happy. My dad took some good ass selfies on his phone, and we just had a good time waiting for the plane to take off. About like 10 minutes, the intercom went off and it was the pilot saying they were having a little bit of computer issues, so they decided to switch off the power of the plane. They turned off the plane for about a good 5 to 10 minutes, turned it back on, and just then a couple minutes later, the pilot said, we have to reset our computer again. We have to turn it off, blah, 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 because of this, blah, 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 that. So they turned off the plane again. Third time, this time they said that there was issues with the computer, but there was also issues with the fuel because the fuel wouldn't fill up all the way. It would only fill up to 50%, halfway, not 100, which means if we flew with 50% fuel, I would have died halfway of the trip. The trip is about 14 hours long. So I would have not been here if we flew, but good thing we didn't, so yeah. So there was something wrong with the fuel. It was either leaking or it wasn't filling up all the way, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But we were in the plane for about a good 2 hours and they had to have all the passengers leave the way with all our luggage inside, all of our checked in luggage inside the plane, loaded already in the plane. I said that so many times. So we had to leave the plane. We were pretty sad and disappointed. And then all the employees of the aircraft got us paid for the hotel we previously stayed in. Sadly, my dad and my aunt are United employees. They don't accept United employees for some odd reason. We had to find another way to find the cheapest prices for the hotel to check in. So we stayed at the hotel a second night with no luggage. All our clothes were all in the plane. We had no change of clothes. Luckily, the night before, my mom grabbed some clothes for me and for my dad and for herself, just for us to change into, just in case we got stuck again. Luckily, I had a change of clothes. I changed my clothes and I showered and downloaded more music because my playlist was getting not lit as anymore, so yeah. So we slept again. We ate McDonald's again too, by the way. It was the second day of us eating McDonald's. Third day we tried again This time my aunt left without us because she had a positive seat, which means she had an emergency flight. And that means that if she's gonna fly, she is 100% gonna get into the flight. She felt bad for leaving us, but she said, it's okay, you gotta get to work, blah blah blah, you're good. With me, my mom, and my dad still left at the airport. We waited in line just to see if we would get into the flight, but sadly no. I was getting all stressed about it. Because I needed to go to orientation because it's high school. I'm starting high school. I need to go to my classes, find my locker, etc., get my official schedule, buy my fucking gym uniform. But I did not get it because the flight was full this time. The flight was combined with Chicago flyers and Newark flyers, Newark, New Jersey, because Newark, New Jersey aircraft or something happened to their plane too. So employees at Hong Kong decided to combine the freaking flights. I was so upset and angry and stressed. I broke down into tears literally at the airport. I was crying, I was sobbing. My mom and my dad were like, oh no. So then what made me happy was we ate McDonald's again. We ate some good Chinese food and I learned how to use chopsticks. And so then we met a couple flyers who missed their flight too to San Francisco because of full flights and stuff. So we talked to them. They were fun to hang out with for a bit. And then I slept. I went to bed, but not at a hotel. I slept at the airport chairs and they were pretty uncomfortable. My pillow was my own backpack and my laptop was in it, so it made me feel like I was sleeping on top of a rock. Before I went to bed, my dad and I booked a flight from Hong Kong to Chicago. I was really expecting that I was actually gonna go home the next day, but that wasn't the case either. So the next morning came, we ate, I had McDonald's again, and this time it was breakfast. It wasn't chicken nuggets or anything. We went to the counter to see if the guy would give us our boarding passes for from Hong Kong to Chicago, but he said there could be weight restrictions, which means that the plane can only carry a certain amount of weight of people and baggage combined, and if there is too much weight on the plane to carry, to fly, to stuff, I would be staying at Hong Kong for another day. So the guy suggested that we should go to Hong Kong to Newark, New Jersey. Long story short, we took the flight to Hong Kong to Newark, New Jersey. Luckily, we got the good seats again, so it wasn't that bad. My dad said as long as we're in America, we're good. Congrats to you, Hong Kong. Good job for giving us a hard time. About 14 hours later, we got to Newark, New Jersey, and I saw the airport. The airport was pretty crammed and pretty tiny and lots of people. So I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go home here too. All 3 flights in Chicago to Chicago from Newark were all full. I was getting all pissed and I had attitude and it was not good for everyone. Our traveling experience was so bad. I literally texted all of my friends to post on their Snapchat stories and stuff, hashtag bring Noche home 2K16, because I just wanted to go home. I already missed orientation. We thought we were gonna make the last flight and we didn't, because guess what? It was FULL, full. So I lost my hopes. I slept in a chair again. It was very uncomfortable. I was sleeping like this the whole time. My back was hurting, my neck was hurting, everything was hurting. Then my mom woke me up around 5 and we decided to head to Boston. We got to Boston, and the gate that we came out from wasn't that far from the gate to Chicago. So we went straight there, and we got there around maybe 8:30 to 9, and our flight was at 10:30, and guess what? That flight was also full. All of the flights at Boston were all full. I literally lost all hopes that my aunt and my parents were trying to put me first to go home. They wanted to put me in a plane alone from Boston back to Chicago, which is a 2-hour flight. They literally wanted me to go alone first because they felt bad for me because of the situation I was in. I have school in a couple of days. I did not buy school supplies yet. Now I did. I missed orientation. I haven't gotten my physical, etc. So they felt really bad for me that they decided for me to go first. But that did not happen because my aunt found out a different way to get the 3 of us positive seats from Boston to Chicago. And I was so flippin' happy. We ate McDonald's again. So we waited and waited and waited for our flight to approach because our flight was a bit delayed due to a storm that happened. And yeah, so our flight came, we got on the plane. I literally passed out. The plane did not take off yet. I was sitting in coach. My parents and I were all sitting in an emergency row where it has the emergency door, and I'm sitting next to it. So the flight attendant came up and said,
"Are you aware that you are sitting next to an emergency exit?"
"Yes, I am very aware." Said,
"Are you also aware that if in case of an emergency, you are very responsible to open this door?"
It's like, "Yes, I am aware."
"How old are you?"
14, ma'am. It's like, okay. So she left. I fell asleep again, and she came back and she said,
"I'm sorry, but our policy is that you have to be 15 years old in order to sit in these seats. Can you please switch with someone?"
And my mom was asking, can she just switch spots with us? But she said,
"No, they have to switch completely because she is still 14 and she is still sitting in an emergency exit."
so we switched from the people behind us, and I got window seat still, and I literally passed out on window seat. So then, long story short, we finally got back to Chicago, and I was so happy. I was so happy to see my bed. The garage door was open. I went through the garage door, and I saw a really gigantic spider on the garage door, and I screamed like a little girl who saw Justin Bieber for the first time. This big, and I was not happy to see that on my house. So I had my mother kill it because I do not like spiders. I am very scared of spiders. So my mom killed it, and I ran in my room and I jumped on my bed because I missed my bed so much, which is currently filled with school supplies that I bought today. And yeah. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you have ever traveled and you had a worst airport experience. Subscribe to my channel for new videos every Saturday. Since I have a different kind of schedule right now, I am trying to upload every Saturday like I usually do. But yeah, give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel for new videos every Saturday. And I'm very sorry for not uploading, but that will change. And I'm sorry for rambling. I did not get any sleep. So yeah, alright, bye guys, and I'll see you guys next Saturday.